Welcome back. As the state witnessed a close call of terror attacks with the confessions of some terrorists nabbed in Hubli that they had surveyed Goa and identified places to carry out nefarious activities, the Goa police, in a bid to save their skin, called a meeting of hoteliers, owners of guest houses and lodges to sensitize them.
Speaking at the meeting, IGP Kishan Kumar informed the stakeholders in the hotel industry that he would be issuing an advisory to hotels to make it mandatory for guests to furnish identification.
It will be appeal, it will be a request. I already prepared this. I think today or tomorrow I will be sending this appeal to all my PIs in police stations with a request to send it further to all the hotels. So that advisory is just on my table now. Today it will be cleared. I already cleared it. Today or tomorrow it will be issued.
He pointed out that large number of tourists visit Goa during January and February, and in view of the planned terrorist attack, it is necessary that records of who is visiting Goa are maintained.
As you must be aware, you must have read in newspapers, 2 terrorists were nabbed by Karnataka police. In their interrogation, they revealed that they had a plan to attack Goa, the most crowded, the most happening place they targeted. The idea was to have serial blasts. It was just our good luck and their bad luck that they could not carry out the operation.
He also pointed out that Goa has been a soft target and there is need to be alert and not be complacent.
Identification of the guests. Whatever they tell to be accepted. I will cite 2 examples. One is a murder case in Vasco in a hotel. On 31st December, a couple checked in a hotel in Vasco. As usual, the day is very busy. Nobody bothers who is coming, who is going. The man, after checking in, quietly went out, and after a few days, a dead body was found in the room.
IGP Kumar pointed out that the terrorists who were nabbed disclosed that they stayed in a hotel without making an entry in the hotel register and that such incidents should be avoided.
They revealed that they stayed in a hotel in Goa for the night, and when the police team asked that which hotel it is, they gave the name of the hotel also. Then by what name you entered the hotel, then they told that we have not made any entry. How? That we all know throughout country, especially in small hotels, non-star hotels, in many places the unscrupulous elements in the staff, they pocket the money and they allow the guests.
He said that tourism is very important for the economy of Goa and the primary, secondary and tertiary sector are dependent on it. And in case of a terrorist attack, all the stakeholders would be affected.
The hotel depends on other ancillary activities. Someone is supplying vegetables, someone is supplying mutton, someone is supplying milk, someone is supplying all sorts of industries, tertiary, secondary, tertiary service sectors are connected with the tourism. Now you can imagine what situation would have been if these persons would have been successful in carrying out their.
Citing an example, he said that stolen or second-hand vehicles are used to plant bombs and people should be alert, cautioned IGP Kishan Kumar.
When stolen vehicles or second-hand vehicles were used as a car bomb, it has happened in case of, if you remember, Mr. Bitta. It has happened in Punjab. It has happened in many cases in Delhi, in Coimbatore and in Mumbai. So that is another aspect. We are addressing that aspect also.
Transporters do not seem to be keeping any stone unturned. They are approaching all the legislators who have an axe to grind either with the government or the transport minister. After soliciting support against the speed governors from NCP legislator and tourism minister Mickey Pacheco, yesterday they seem to have managed to convince the Talegaon MLA Babush Montserrat. After deliberations with the unattached MLA, Mr. Montserrat is learned to have assured that he will oppose the mandatory installation of the speed governors tooth and nail. It is learned that the Talegaon MLA is of the opinion that the sale of speed governors is an alleged racket involving politicians. Otherwise, he demanded an explanation for shortlisting certain companies to supply the speed control mechanism at a much higher rate in Goa than in other states. Babush Montserrat advised the Transport Ministry that instead of speed governors, a point system be introduced whereby any license would be liable to be cancelled if 3 negative points are recorded by the driver. He refused to accept the contention of the Transport Department that the accidents in the state are caused only by heavy vehicles registered in Goa. Babush also pointed out that the need of the hour is to maintain a speed check on KTC buses, which he compared to Blue Line buses in Delhi, responsible for causing many deaths. Finally, he has assured the transporters to call on the Chief Minister to review the matter, especially since the government has involved the Essential Services Maintenance Act since yesterday. Time for a short break. You're with Goa 365.